Alander Botton, welcome.
There's a new PBA game out one second.
That's hilarious. Hello, chat.
Vem är du?
Jag är döden.
Kommer du för att hämta mig?
Jag har redan länge gått vid din sida.
Det vet jag.
Är du beredd?
Min kropp är rädd. Inte jag själv.
One of the greatest films of all time, The Seventh Seal, written and directed by Ingmar Bergman in 1957, tells the story of a medieval knight traveling through a plague-ridden land. He encounters death and, resisting its call, offers to play chess in exchange for more time. Until he doesn't lose, at least he can continue on living. Finally standing face to face with his own mortality, he takes this opportunity to make one final attempt to find an answer to life's greatest question. What is the meaning of it all? And is there a God?
Vad väntar du på?
Jag vill ha vetskap.
Du vill ha garanti.
Kalla det vad du vill.
But of course, the answer that he is looking for has never been found.
Jag vill ha vetskap. Inte tro, inte antaganden, utan vetskap. Jag vill att Gud räcker med sin hand, avtäcker sitt ansikte, talar till mig.
Men han tiger.
Jag ropar till honom i mörkret. Men ibland är det som det inte fanns någon där.
Det kanske inte finns någon där.
Men då är levandet en orimlig fasa. Ingen människa kan leva med döden för ögonen och vetskapen om alltings intighet.
The horror that our protagonist is describing is what the philosopher Albert Camus termed the absurd. As Camus put it, man stands face to face with the irrational. He feels within him his longing for happiness and for reason. The absurd is born of this confrontation between the human need and the unreasonable silence of the world. In other words, we seek to lead a meaningful life, follow a reasonable path, and yet the world just doesn't turn our way. Our plans get constantly struck down by a life that does not care about our desires. This tension is the absurd. One way to overcome it is accepting religion. The belief that nonetheless all is part of an overarching, meaningful plan, even if we can't fully understand it. To Camus, this means accepting an illusion, and in the film we see the evil that this illusion leads to, like people willing to mutilate their own bodies in repentance, thinking that the plague is a sign of God's wrath, and a town dehumanizing, torturing, and finally executing a young girl, believing that the Black Death stemmed from the devil inside of her.
Vi måste göra oss ett beläte av rädsla. Och det belätet ska vi kalla för Gud.
Like our protagonist, a disillusioned knight who has fought in the Crusades, his cynical squire is suspicious of how the priests use society's fears to fuel their own power and influence over it.
Varför håller du på med sådana klotterier?
Jag tänkte man skulle påminna folk om det faktum att de ska dö.
Gör väl inte glada då?
Varför i helvete ska han alltid göra folk glada? Kan ju skrämma dem lite ibland.
Då blundar de och tittar inte på din tavla.
Du kan tro de tittar. En dödskalle är mycket intressantare än ett naket fruntimmer.
Ja, när du skrämmer dem.
De tänker de.
De tänker.
Blir de ändå räddare.
Kila galopp i fram för prästerna.
Rather than fall into the arms of the priests, the squire opts to accept the absurdity of life. As a young girl burns on the stake for sins that she couldn't have possibly committed, he asks,
Du svarar inte på min fråga. Vem tar hand om det där barnet? Är det änglarna eller Gud eller Satan eller bara tomheten? Tomheten, herre?
Det kan inte vara så.
Se på hennes ögon. Hennes stackars medvetande håller på att göra en upptäckt. Tomheten under månen.
Nej.
Vi står maktlösa med hängande armar. För vi ser det hon ser. Vår skräck och hennes rädsla.
According to Camus, this is the answer, accepting our helplessness and the emptiness of life, but with no despair. Whoever manages to achieve this, he calls the absurd hero. Such a person would stop the never-ending conquest of a supposed capital letter meaning and simply enjoy their life amidst the absurdity. What they would do is freely decide how to live their life and consequently craft their own little meaning. But given the horrors of life and the supposed meaningless of it, how could we not succumb to despair? One answer is to look on life through the lens of humor.
Visa den vägen.
Inte precis.
Vad sa han?
Ingenting just.
Var han stum?
Nej, det kan man inte säga. Jag skulle snarare vilja påstå att han var högeligen vältalig.
Or perhaps we can look at life like an artist and cherish the moments of beauty so that they will encourage us in moments of terror.
Stillheten är skymningen. Skål med smultron. Skål med mjölk. Era ansikten i kvällsljuset. Jag ska försöka komma ihåg vad vi talat om. Och jag ska bära det här minnet mellan mina händer. Lika försiktigt som vore det en skål breddfylld med nymjölkad mjölk.
And all the while do our best to have fun. But what if Camus is wrong and our despair is mistaken? What if nonetheless there is a God or a meaning to be found? According to Søren Kierkegaard, this question is a trap. Reason will never take us to an answer, there's always doubt and the possibility of error. Rather, he advises a leap of faith, a decision that there's a God and we should live in accordance with his plan, or a decision that there's no God and live in accordance with our own plan. On the end of the day, he says, life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. Or as Ludwig Wittgenstein, deeply influenced by Kierkegaard's philosophy, would put it, the riddle does not exist. The solution of the problem of life is seen in the vanishing of this problem. Is not this the reason why man, to whom after long doubting the sense of life became clear, could not then say wherein this sense consisted?
När vi möts nästa gång i din och dina följeslagares tid, ute.
Och du uppenbarar dina hemligheter.
Jag bär inte på några hemligheter.
Så du vet ingenting.
Jag är ovetande.
So, when the final hour does strike, there is nothing to be learned, no great revelation, but a simple end to life. Once more, our protagonist turns to despair, but not his choir.
Gud, du som finns någonstans, som måste finnas någonstans. Och förbarmande med oss.
Nej, kunde fått en ört att laxera ut dina evighetsbesvär. Nu tycks det vara för sent. Men känn i alla fall den sista minuten, den oerhörda triumfen att rulla med ögonen och röra på tårna. Tyst, tyst. Jag ska vara tyst. Men under protest.
And so it ends with no mystery being solved, for there never was one. To end on another quote by Kierkegaard, life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. We can only tread blindly. We don't know where we're going and why, but while we're on the way there, we better make the best out of our journey. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, consider subscribing for similar content in the future, and that does help me a lot in making future videos. If you have Letterboxd, also feel free to follow my shorter reviews over there. I wish you all a nice day.
Hello. Shetterinos. Microphone really on the whole time. I was sure I turned it off. How we doing today? How we doing today? I was thinking we should start growing the Discord today. Maybe making some more content. Maybe pulling those eyes in and then challenging the environment of which we exist. Or I could just click this video with Nick Mullen's face on it.
Damn, I would love a big bowl of Lucky Charms right now.
Dude, that would be awesome. I love letting the... Look, you should let a lot of cereal soak, but especially I like a soaked up Lucky Charm.
Yeah, you know what?
A half chewy.
Here's what you do. You could wake up, you get 2 bowls.
I'm listening.
You pour 1 bowl of Lucky Charms, put your whole milk in it. Second bowl of Lucky Charms, a little bit of whole milk, and then top it off with half and half. That goes into the Vitamix.
Yeah.
Blend that shit up. And then you put it in a little saucepan, reduce it. Then that goes in the freezer.
I love that.
In the ice cube tray.
Get a real concentrated.
The next morning, then you make your coffee, drop a couple of those.
Oh my God,
You make a little Lucky Charms Frappuccino.
I love that.
Put that in the Vitamix.
Wow.
Then some barbacoa.
Yeah, absolutely. You need
A little bit of
you need your protein because you're gonna lift after this.
You're gonna lift.
This is how you're gonna get jacked.
You're gonna lift yourself up. You're gonna look in the mirror.
Give us a good one.
Yeah. You got anybody in mind?
Fuentes.
Nick Fuentes? He could probably win in a few years.
Hold on, let's talk.
Listen, he couldn't have existed before, right? 10, 20 years ago, couldn't have existed. Now, super popular. What's 20 years from now look like? You know, maybe someone like that can win.
Well, we'll see.
It's fascinating to watch that there's like a whole group of people that feel very unrepresented in the world. And especially like young men. And here you got this young guy with a very high verbal IQ. Mm-hmm. And he also does a lot of shit posting, a lot of talking shit, a lot of trolling, says women shouldn't be allowed to vote, says wild shit. And that Piers Morgan thing is like, bro, that was like an expert sparring with someone who thought they were an expert.
Sure.
Like they're playing two totally
I
different
agree.
games.
And it's also the thing that people try to get Fuentes on is that he's still funny as fuck.
It's funny.
So that's where you're in a lot of trouble.
When he hits him, do you think you made jokes about the Holocaust? He goes, too soon? Like, dude.
Yeah.
And you could see
he's wild.
You could see Piers going, "Oh fuck,
bro!" When he was like, "Me mom died," I was like, "Holy shit,
bro!" He got hit. He got hit with a missile on that one. Too soon. Too soon. I was like, "Oh my god."
I don't know.
And you're gonna say it doesn't matter. You're gonna die anyways. You might as well
Have
be
Lucky
fucking,
Charms.
Might as well be happy.
Yep.
Okay, here I am. I'm happy. I did it. Is that what you want from me? God.
Just screaming on the fucking street corner. I'm happy now.
It is funny. You can't just decide to be happy.
I find that hard to do.
I
I'm
know,
trying.
I'm lying.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing a lifestyle influencer.
Oh,
thing.
okay, okay.
You can.
It's your
yeah.
decision. You can just decide to be happy.
Yeah, you only use like 1% of your brain.
With that in mind, why don't you
that's
head
what I
over to
heard.
cum.town and buy some t-shirts.
That'll make you
To be
That's
happy.
part of what'll make you happy.
Send $1 to Happy Dude.
To really be happy.
742 Evergreen Terrace.
I heard people that go to stavi.biz and buy a calendar for the remainder of the
It's
year.
funny
get
when
really
you
happy.
sell these calendars in June.
Dude, February is
We did a reprint. We got all the Jewish holidays on there.
By the way,
Thank you.
I would, if I was on tour, I would sell them in the summer because they're
We've
a beautiful
already-
collector.
Calendars with the Jewish holidays only have the ones on it for the second half of the year after the calendars go on sale, 75%. The Jewish
Every
calendar.
Jewish holiday
the Jewish-
happens after fucking
the Jewish,
August.
Yeah, the Jewish calendar is blank from fucking January to June to save on ink, and then it's discounted 50% right in the middle of the year.
September to December.
Why do I need to know what time? I just wait until the snow melts. then you start worrying about the days. Joshuanovich. Yeah, I just want to be happy in life.
Yeah. It's
I want to
You
be
can
I want to
decide.
be happy and not be a burden to an emotional burden to the people around me.
Yeah.
And right
Yeah.
now I'm hitting nothing. I got
You're
zero.
0 for 2 currently.
Right now I am not firing on any of the cylinders.
But guess what, Nick? You got a third strike, and then you kill yourself.
And there it goes. And I
And
just
then-
whiffed. And I'm off the team.
and that's
And I'm-
that's 3.
And I'm stopping by the bar on the way home.
Yeah, dude, that is the reality. Sometimes I think, like, all right, I'm going to give it another go for 20 years.
Yeah.
And after that, I am getting fucked up every day and getting fat as shit.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
it. If I haven't figured it out, not even 20, I'll give myself 10 more years.
I really, honestly,
If I haven't like gotten a family, figured it out,
Yeah.
I'm just getting fucking.
I'm just
so fat.
I'm
going
gonna
to
drink myself to death. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do it, dude.
I
We should
watched
do
this,
like we should do the bucket list.
That's how we have the bucket list. Is just us dying at 42. Yeah.
What are some of the things you want to do before you die? Black tar, heroin.
I guess get pussy a few more times.
Maybe the 200th person I fuck will be the answer. Maybe that was the problem, is thinking I needed to cut myself off at 100.
It's gotta be 500.
You gotta fuck 500, and then you get it out of your
And
system.
then it's over and you can love.
I'm gonna fuck one more person, and then it's time for a family.
I watched this documentary about the villages in Florida, like that, like 100,000 person retirement.
Oh yeah, like
community.
a town that's just
Yeah.
old people.
And one of the guys in the documentary is just this old guy that's just like constantly doing yay and acid and stuff, driving around on the golf carts.
That's
getting fucked up.
That
He
is
gets-
the dream.
He gets arrested.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, he rules. Yeah.
I really do want to start drinking again, but I would have to be very careful with it.
No, you can't, dude.
I can.
You can't.
You probably
do it.
could.
Every time I
honestly.
probably
No,
could.
don't
at this point.
stop.
I gotta be honest. I think you probably could.
I
Honestly,
don't
I
know.
probably
It's
could.
very impressive how you stopped, I have to say. It was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. Actually,
It was. I was shocked.
I remember
when Nick was like, "Yeah, because it's funny. You say you can just decide to be happy. You did sort of just decide to stop
but
drinking."
what I did is I decided to permanently be not happy for the sake of my career.
I met you. I met you in New Orleans, and I was like, I can't wait. I'm going to New Orleans with my biggest alcoholic friend.
Yeah.
It's going to be so much fun. And I got there, and you're like, I do not drink, and I was like, what do you mean?
You were just expecting me in like a seersucker suit.
Yeah, I was like, this is going to be so fun. We're going to have big juleps.
Yeah, we're gonna find that Dick Tracy boy, and we're gonna fuck him in his ass.
I wanted
It's
to get
Cajun shit face. It's shit face's fucking cousin.
I thought you were gonna have like those 2 yardstick neon like drink.
Those
things.
are awesome.
Yeah,
My cousin, I have a cousin that got sober when he was like 24, and then he started drinking again at 42.
Yeah.
And he was like, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
He was like, I just busted my ass for 20 years, and now I'm rich, and like,
and that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Let's
And also, when you're that age, it's
Uh-huh.
like if you have like 6 beers, you wake up the next day and you're in hell.
of course.
So
That's true.
It's sort of self-regulating.
Yeah, I guess maybe give it a couple more years then.
I don't know. I think now.
No, I would have to be in a position where there's like no way. I would have to have enough money to have a trust fund that I don't have access to.
Yeah, like Allen Iverson. Yeah. Allen Iverson kept all his money away from himself until he's like 50 something.
No, I think like one of his friends did,
Or
like,
one of
he
his
was
friends
about to
did.
blow all his
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
One of his friends was like, "All right, bro."
It's
we
not a
gotta
bad
get this
idea.
together." Absolutely not.
And then you could really just let yourself have fun.
I mean,
Be like,
Allen
I'm at
Iverson
0 this
used
week.
to fucking spend hundreds of thousands of dollars at TGI Fridays. Like,
He did.
he
Yeah.
used to love
In
getting
Philly.
fucked up
In
at
Philly,
TGI
yeah.
Fridays.
There's a TGI Fridays by where I was going to school in DC, where it was Friday night was a scene,
popping?
like at the bar. I don't know how they got it going. They had DJs and stuff there.
Yeah. No, I mean, depending on the city you're in, it's just funny because DC and Philly are both real cities.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
you
if
could go to a regular
If you're
bar.
in OKC or some shit, you're in some bullshit fucking
The
town.
TGI Fridays might be the only spot.
Chili's is popping the fuck off.
Yeah.
What was your preferred chain restaurant of that?
When I was a
caliber?
kid, we went to Applebee's the most.
Yeah, but Applebee's fell off hard.
Applebee's severely fell off hard.
When it first came to the East Point Mall,
Yeah.
that was a fucking
One of
come up.
my and I'm gonna say this. Nick's in the bathroom right now, but he'll hop on this because there's a cheap Jew element to it.
Okay.
One of my fondest memories my entire life was when my
So
dad and I
seeing
were
a man's
driving
penis
around.
for the first time?
when my dad and I were driving around, and we were like, "Oh, there's a new Chili's," and then there was a sign that said "soft opening." And we went in, and for free, we feasted.
Your dad was
at
mad
that
because it
Chili's.
wasn't a man's ass.
Yeah,
He was like, "Oh, here we go, Adam.
He
A
thought it was
soft
a soft
opening.
opening,
I
yeah.
hope it's a man's asshole."
I can't tell you why, but we were just both so happy about that meal. We got to order whatever we wanted. It was free.
It was free,
And then
No,
because it was the soft opening.
You got to charge something.
No, it was completely free.
Are you?
And then
that
we
doesn't happen.
we had to fill out like a questionnaire to say how they did, and they were also trying really hard because they were just opening.
So you
So
just
it's like the Chili's had another 6 months before it was absolute dog shit.
the only way you know about that.
We lucked our way in. We were just driving down the road
Here, let
one
me get
day
a taste test from you on this. What do you
Sure.
think?
on that barbacoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
would
right.
love to do a taste test. Okay.
What do you think?
I like it. It comes on. I like the initial burst.
Mm-hmm.
It needs a little something on the back end, I think.
There's no fat in it. I mean,
That's very good for no fat in it. That's
Yeah.
incredibly good because the first bite is so flavor. It actually reminds me of there's a meat pie Greek people make,
oh yeah.
kreatopita, and that shit, if with a couple more onions, would taste exactly like. That's fucking good.
Yeah,
does
I use
taste like
like a
crypto.
barbacoa marinade, just like some pre-made thing, and then I also put like probably like 2 cups of Kirkland brand salsa in the bottom of it too.
I love that salsa.
Yeah, and then just like an old El Paso like chili seasoning mix.
It's good.
Yeah,
You're right. The thing, I mean,
if
honestly,
you could put a little
Also, if we
olive
w-
oil, just like
that's what I was gonna say.
Put this in a frying pan with some olive oil and like red pepper.
Oh my god,
It'd be great.
But you know what? Even if we just microwaved it, it'd be good because the flavor jumped out because just the warmth Just a little bit of the
John
swamp from the meat
Robnett?
would make it go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're gonna. Hey, listen. After this up, we're microwaving a little bit of that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was just saying Begonia spoilers. Luckily, my microphone was muted. Ooh. Lucky.
Rob Job.
Shout out to John Ron John.
Well, he did a great job.
That sentence that he that sentence he came up with.
He does.
Ask
He does some great work. That's maybe not his best, but he does some great work.
That guy's just at bars like, yeah, you ever hear Ed Sheeran? I do like a similar thing to him.
Ask Reddit. He's like playing that in concert.
Ask Reddit is one of my favorite subreddits because I just like the questions and then I like reading people's answers that get voted to the top. And I stole one of the questions and I'm going to ask it to you, listener, and to everyone here in studio. All right, so if you want to call in, it's 844-COMEDY-9, because what am I?
Comedy 9.
Okay, the question is, what was the cringiest thing you did in your first relationship? Tom, I'm going to open this up to you.
Can we read the example first?
Yeah. Do you have it in
some
front of
thoughts
you?
on it. Yeah. So the example that we found on this Reddit thread was this person is Murder and it says, when I was 14, I had this boyfriend and we used to have pretty standard makeout sessions after school. While we would be in the middle of kissing, then he would get up, say he had to use the bathroom, come back and start kissing me again. This would happen over and over again. So one day I'm like, why do you always go to the bathroom when we were making out? And he looks visibly uncomfortable and just sort of shrugs. I started thinking he had bowel problems. Then later I was talking to a male friend about it, and he told me my boyfriend was probably disappearing into the bathroom to jerk it. I didn't believe him and was convinced for the longest time my boyfriend had IBS or something. Now I look back and think I was a little naive.
Okay, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't think he was jerking off. I think that'd be so weird if he was just like, "Hold on, I gotta go," and then he.
Why would
jerked
that be
off a little
weird?
bit.
That would make sense.
I get why he would do that, but I think he thought he was going to come.
He's just in love with the shape of her. Can't help himself.
I think he thought he was going to come each time, and he like ran to the bathroom.
See, that's
to
the thing.
stop
I've never
himself.
been at risk of coming in my pants.
Really?
Never.
Not even
once
as
in
a
my-
boy? Not even like 14?
Ever even close.
Yeah, because you just pulled your dick out.
Yeah, right. I very rarely wore pants. No, it was just I never understood that. It's like people are like, oh, I came in my pants. Like, how? What?
Yeah, you never got like too excited or like from like dry humping or whatever.
Never.
Really?
Have you?
Never.
Of course.
You
to
come
this
in your
day,
pants
I'm
before.
about to come right now. No,
You've actually like have you had to like pretend that you weren't into it then? Like I've heard that guys have like come early in their pants and they go like, yeah, I'm just like not feeling this.
Actually, I think we should slow down.
Yeah. Yes.
No, I think I just admitted when it happened.
Okay.
My buddy, it happened to him when he was just making out, and he just started laughing, and he goes, "Look," because he came out.
I would feel so pretty.
I think that it's flattering, probably, right?
I think I've always said that when guys are like, I come too soon or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah.
the girl's gonna be flattered.
This is why
that's my
I don't want
first
to hear
reaction.
you complain about guys jerking off on the train anymore.
Okay, you're right. It does make me feel pretty, but I hear it's not about me.
No, my buddy came and he was all embarrassed, and then the next day we were like talking about it. He was like, I think I'm just gonna tell her, and then he did, and it was like very funny to her. I don't think women care that much.
Oh, he told her the next day.
He waited the next day. He was like, "Look, I left because I came in my pants." he stormed out and acted like he was mad or something.
I would be flattered.
But no, it's been a while since. I mean, I haven't had an erection in 6 years. But
you should look into
You
that.
can still come in your pants without an erection.
what a sad piece of information.
Yeah. That's the ultimate move.
yeah. That's
Just not even get hard. Just limply come. Like somebody stepped on a McDonald's ketchup packet.
Oh God! Wait, you can't come without an erection.
Yes, you can.
What? You can?
It's called pissing.
And we're back to where we began.
But
Wait,
no.
can you?
Yeah, you can come without being hard.
Like, you
What?
don't have to be fully erect. I mean, you can be like a mid, you know.
Oh yeah, I don't ever get completely hard when I jack off.
Oh, really?
Never.
What?
Interesting.
Yeah. No, that's a matter of utility. If I'm in like a bad mood or whatever, I'll crank one out. But it's not. There's nothing like yeah, I'm gonna like. There's no
reason to get fully hard.
It's because I don't feel like going to the bodega to get a cigarette.
Oh,
God,
gotcha.
I really. If you would have given me a quiz 2 minutes ago and asked me, does a guy have to be fully erect to come? I would have said yes.
This is an
Noah, would you
educational
have said
show.
Yes? Yeah. Don't you think? Like, I didn't know that you could.
Well, that's
I
the
had
thing.
no idea. I don't know why I was putting so much effort in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even have to really do anything.
Yeah.
No, men's bodies are a real enigma.
But they have to be fully hard to fuck you. Is the thing.
Right.
Because you can't get it
go
in.
You could go in a little
No,
soft.
you do the move where you just squeeze the bottom.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And then you
use
can
half
you can
your dick.
Yeah.
Then why do I always have to suck it again to get it hard? Like, why can't you just squeeze the bottom? Why
It's
do I
probably-
have to like get it back involved?
It's not as good. It just can go in there.
Yeah.
Next time a guy's like, "Can you suck?" I'm gonna be like, "Just try harder. Just squeeze the bottom." I heard that works.
It's
Yeah,
like
you
pouring pudding
Pull
into
one of your
vagina.
shoestrings out and wrap it around the base real tight. And then you go, I learned this in jail.
Man, I wish you guys could have seen Nick's face for that. Nikki, what's the cringiest thing you did in your first relationship?
I mean, my first relationship was when I was 24, so it was like not that long ago.
No, that was a while ago.
Oh, fuck you.
Got his ass.
9 years ago. Which does seem forever ago, but I just remember we did a lot of like baby talking, and it would like nauseate
What, like,
people. Yeah, like gah.
Yeah. Baby talk? Because baby talking, that's what baby talking is.
You're right.
You
You're
mean
right.
like pillow?
I think
like
you
a-
know, like
like a-
I don't even. It's
Mama.
making me feel so gross to even be like, like when you talk like this.
Yeah,
like that.
I think
Like,
a lot
where
of
you go
us.
like, are you feeling?
It's so funny how it's like so embarrassing to admit to that, but like it's like, oh yeah, I've like let people stick a finger in my ass or whatever,
yeah.
jerk me
No,
off like a
I've
farm
shit
animal.
on
but-
a guy before accidentally. Like,
Really?
Yeah. Anal sex, you're gonna shit on someone eventually. So I can admit that, but like being like, are you hungry?
Oh, yeah. Is daddy hungry?
Yeah.
God, gross. Whenever, and I was living at home with my parents at the time, and so whenever he would call, I would just like escape to a room, and they would hear me just go like, "Hi, babe," like just so gross. And he
Yeah.
didn't talk to me that way. I just like put that on him. It was so disgusting,
Yeah.
and just calling each other babe, and just ugh.
Yeah.
that-
I'm finally ready to admit that I enjoy going to like, you know, apple orchards and shit and like
Yeah.
all that stuff. I'm like, this is not. I'm not. I mean, I'll do it, but
yeah.
yeah, no, I love
Like
yeah.
cute dates.
Sure.
I mean, I'll go by myself. I don't give a shit. I just, that's
You're
I'm
just
trying
like
to
an
get-
apple orchard.
Oh, of course, yeah, dude. Hot cider. There's bees. There's a
Ooh.
couple of them sting you. You know, it's like a nice day out.
There's less and less bees every year.
Yeah.
Gotta enjoy them while you can. Nice bee.
That's the thing people worry about: colony collapse disorder, CCD. Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
yeah.
There's like less bees.
I'm very worried about it. When I see a bee, like you're supposed to get a spoonful of sugar, and like give the bee some sugar water, and then it can like live and make a lot more bees.
And at what point do you stomp it?
That's a good
I'm
point.
stomping on that bee.
I always, I like say, I worry about the bees.
I blame the Seinfeld movie Bee Movie. I think that's
It
the
made-
reason.
it made everyone
the
hate
bees.
bees.
Saw it and they started killing themselves.
This is how we're being represented.
Right. First that fucking weird Flonase Hispanic bee, and now this. It's time to put an end to it. Fellas, let's sting each other.
That is an interesting theory as to why the bee population is dwindling. That's so funny. What's the cringiest thing you've ever done? Tom?
I had a thing. I still think about this all the time. My first girlfriend. We were every time we would make out. I was like not. I was so shocked that someone would let me touch their boobs.
Aw.
That every time we
You would
made
cover
out.
your pants.
No, every time we would make out, I would eventually, or every time we would kiss, I kind of touched her boobs. She was like, "I'm just kissing you goodbye." She was
Yeah,
like, "Can
yeah.
we not kiss without you touching my boobs?"
I think that's good to do.
Yeah, to
I
touch
think you
a
should
boob?
still do that.
Yeah, every
I think
time.
yeah, maybe not every time, but yeah, I've just been in so many affectionless relationships that I'm like, I would love an unwanted grope like
Yeah.
every time. Yeah.
Yeah, this wasn't love though.
It
I
was
think
just
it was
you
just like
being
shocked
like, I get
that I
to
could do
touch
this.
a boob.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
that's
that was pretty bad.
Was that your fiance?
No, this is before that.
Okay.
This is like very first.
Are
Like,
you married?
No. I was
Okay.
engaged when I was like 21, and did not work out.
How old were you with your first girlfriend?
19.
Okay, so you
First
late.
kiss at 19. Yeah. it was
Whoa,
brutal.
first kiss at
Yeah,
19?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know if I told her that, but it was. I saved it up. I was saving it for the one.
You were squeezing the base.
Yeah, and I was coming all the time anyway. Who cares? Yeah, I was squeezing the base. For,
Nick, what about you?
Cringy first relationship. I don't know. I mean, it was like a really bad relationship. I spent most of the time drunk. We would scream at each other.
Oh, wait, you have that one. That's my favorite thing I've ever heard from you is you telling me about the time that you like you like cheated on her intentionally.
No, that wasn't the same girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Will you just tell that story
Years
real quick? I'm
later.
sorry to just like ask you to tell a story.
Oh yeah.
But I just
one time I cheated on somebody. I hurt somebody. Yeah, right. I guess I spitefully like publicly cheated on somebody because they were pulling some passive aggressive. I'm going to invite my ex.
I think we've all done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh okay, I'll go out to a bar and make out with somebody in front of all of our friends.
And then in the morning,
Yeah.
you woke up. Didn't you go?
Oh yeah, that was like that other girl. That poor other girl. Because I blacked out. I don't even remember going back to her house. But I woke up with like my pants just around one leg, so like undressed, but then the other leg still shoe on, like pants just pulled down to the side. And I'm like, oh yeah. Like I guess I came over or whatever, and that girl's sitting there, and she's like, "Happy birthday to me," I guess. I'm like, oh, man, a terrible situation. And I was like, well, I'll see ya. Yeah. No, I just have like weird flashes of like just not like remembering like not being able to get my dick hard.
Yeah.
And her being like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, just give me a minute. And then just darkness. You know?
God, and you don't drink anymore.
Yeah, no, I've been sober for almost 5 years.
Yeah. It's better that way. I have so many like just
New
blackouts.
York sober, by the way, which just means no alcohol.
That
Literally everything else is fine.
Do you do everything else?
Yeah.
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 I think New York sober. I like that because that is there's something commendable about not drinking.
Sure.
But people try to rob you of that if you do other stuff. And no, it's my problem is alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't black out from smoking pot.
Yeah. And it's like the most embarrassing drug. I mean, you act like a
Sure.
fucking idiot when you're drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're like not good, like I wasn't good at drinking.
I feel
you
like
know?
everyone acts like an idiot though, a little bit more of an idiot.
Yeah.
I think I'm great at drinking.
Yeah, I don't really notice a change in you, really.
But
the people that are best at drinking are like, you know, the ones you would never even consider to be an alcoholic, and they're like, "Hey man, like, you know, how you doing?" And then you like talk to them, they seem normal, and then they're like, "Man, I had like 13 beers tonight," and you're like, "What the fuck?" You know, you
Yeah,
don't-
that was me. I would
Yeah.
like be blackout, and people would be like,
no, I don't mean blackout. Like I would do that. I would drink, you know.
but no one would know I was blackout. They'd be like,
Oh,
"You were
okay.
so normal."
Oh yeah, people would know I was drunk.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I was. It was rare that I got like scary drunk that people could tell.
Yeah.
and that's worse. Is because people don't
Yeah.
don't confront you about your problem. You don't confront yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody ever nobody in my life was ever like, "You should take it easy."
Really?
Yeah, not a single person.
But you
because
were-
you surrounded yourself by people who
I didn't surround. That's just
That's
who
just who it
happened
was,
to be
yeah.
around. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys care or know, but I know some of our listeners do, and you will care once you hear about it. But the Bachelor finale was last night, and it's like was actually the most dramatic ending. I didn't watch this season. I knew one of the girls on it. She used to work on my show, Not Safe, as an art director. Kendall was employed on my show, Not Safe, before
did
she
not
was
know
the third runner-up on Bachelor. But last night, shit went down, and we're going to hear about it from my mom when we get back. This is You Up with Nikki Glazer on Sirius XM Comedy 95.
Oh yeah, well, thanks for the follow, Space Station. Is that on YouTube or on Kick? Oh, and Jenny Buffin, you're here. Wow. And Clyde Pruitt. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Was I just raided or something? Sorry, I'm not really like monitoring my YouTube. Jonathan Owen. And Hick Fury, you're a real person. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. You know, I was literally just sitting here wondering about you guys. The royal you guys, Josh Hogan, thank you for the subscription. So, I've been watching Perry a little bit recently. And you know what? He didn't even answer my DMs. He invited me on stream. But I think I've been blackballed. I went to fucking Bully Imro on Twitter. He's blocked me. You know how bad that feels? And you know why? It's because the e-girls started reaching out to me. The woman in Justical server. For a long time, I was Chris Blittis, the pathetic pizza dude. I cleaned my act up. A bunch of the women started hitting me up. And you get some lovers, you get some haters, but you get that situation where people want to be involved. And then you're like, well, no, this is getting a bit parasocial, and then they get real upset, right? Because they're fucking crazy. That place is full of them. What ends up happening is, so I'm a goddamn straight shooter, and I don't play the games. I will play. I will fucking reveal what fucked up people have been doing, you know? Prolific speaker, high verbal IQ, very superior, intelligent kind of man. Welcome, I'm Chris Blittis. I'm also hungry. I'm also fucking real hungry. And horny. That was a Fallout New Vegas reference, in case you didn't know. Hungry? Horny? Come on down to the Atomic Wrangler. But I'm in my Discord right now, if any of you guys want to come into the VC. Get on in there and you can explain to me what's going on and why you guys are joining my channel. I can't actually see anyone in my chat or even watching, so make sure you thumbs up the stream as well. But yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for all the follows. Okay, it actually works. I just remembered though that my Discord isn't, or my bot isn't hooked up to my YouTube. YouTube isn't normally somewhere I stream, but I thought I should go in there recently. Because, you know, like Perry's there and stuff, and other people. But yeah, anyway, once I got that level of, like, parasociality and clout, all these people who hated me from, like, a year or two of me being like, hey, like, why are you stalking that woman, or why are you fucking people over here? It was always actually to do with women. Not that it's like women's fault. It's usually like super pathetic men who are like, oh, maybe if I just fuck another 100 women, I'll be fine. Those people get real upset, super jealous, all fucked up, and they fucking capitalized on that shit. And Justical definitely played into it. Justical has been like a constant leech off of me. And he plays it off like he's not, and now he's like so much bigger than I am. He definitely just like signaled to people to like farm the fuck out of me. So kind of hate him right now. But who was that girl? The one that Perry had on stream last night, and like Ryle talked to her, and everyone went to talk to her. I don't really know about her situation, so I thought I should just talk to her without farming her situation. It wouldn't be good content, but at least it'd just give me like something to like look at and get involved with, you know. Let me message someone. I'm gonna do some investigation, some real life investigation. I'm definitely looking forward to playing this game. I'm thinking about ordering some takeout. Even though I could just cut some cheese, put some tuna or some chicken or something in a burrito, heat some beans up and just have some burritos, but although I could put some like rice and lentils on for later on in the day as well. I kind of just want to settle into my gaming, but I'm also super fucking hungry. Maybe some Jesus Christ. I just go look at Queeman's fucking Discord and there's just this fat picture of Mooten. But what's going on? What is going on? Let's make some drama happen. Sick me on someone, dudes. Hick Fury didn't reply to my message, which kind of like reaffirms. Oh. Oh yeah, what's up, Semantics? Hey, you're live on my stream, although they can't hear you, but I'll turn it on so they can hear you now.
Oh, yeah, I can't even
It's
go
all
and
good.
kick anymore, dude. It's not fair.
Real. I actually haven't had any chatters today, so yeah. You don't lurk on my kick though, do you? Because I usually have.
No, my account is gone on Kick, and I can't even load anyone's stream.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have like 4 to 6 lurkers, and I got no idea who they are. Like one of them seems to feed shit back to Justicle's community, like which is like not really a friendly thing to do. One of them is maybe full of hell, and one of them is maybe Dung Devil, but neither of those dudes talk to me anymore. And then there's like one more person, and then even the 2 or 3 that I like think of are like I still don't really know. But yeah, it's pretty like
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Coolio.
Well, I had a girl in my real life who.
Oh yeah.
Like, she watched my shit every day for like 2 years. And then one day she just like swings into Justicle's Discord and just starts dropping all these like hateful logs about me and all this bullshit. And then through that I find out she's been like talking and like talking to my family and shit. So it's like Jesus Christ. But then I got to sit there wondering about her. And I remember like halfway through that, I kind of realized she was. I just remembered actually like 7 or 8 months before that thing with Justicle's community, she'd actually sent me a message saying that her and 30 or 40 or like 50 of her friends were all watching me conduct movies for DGG. And then I told a story about me and her going out to a bar where she wore a see-through t-shirt and started like flirting with dudes, and it was like me and her were like dating at the time. So that's like sort of how she broke up with me, instead of like, you know, telling me like being a normal person in the relationship. She just did that. Like how it was like oh man. It actually gets me pissed off thinking about it. It wasn't even like she was like spiteful or pissed off. That was just sort of how she thought to operate. I don't know. Did you say when was this? A long time ago?
Yeah, when was this?
Before any of you guys met me. Or the thing with Justical server was a long time ago as well. Or I mean like yeah, it was like I mean I knew her before I even started watching Destiny or went to like DGG community, I think. So yeah.
Yeah.
That yeah, that shit still bothers me a lot, to be honest.
That's lame. I'm sorry.
Thank you, brother. Lovely words, very nice.
I don't know, I've
Thanks
never
for
had
joining
a-
the call anyway, generally. Sorry to shit it up with a shitty story. Fuck.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I've never. I think I only had it one time where I like introduced. I usually don't cross pollinate friends because I don't if I don't want to talk to someone anymore, it's easier to fucking if they don't talk to anyone else I know. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And I learned that
I
lesson
think
like,
I,
early
um,
on. Like I had this super toxic friend I introduced to like a group of friends, and then I didn't want to talk to him anymore and get rid of him, but I couldn't because I had a bunch of people that like stuck around with him, and I was like so lame. That sucked dick.
Yeah,
So now I
that
never
is
cross pollinate.
rough. You kind of do have to draw like pretty firm lines, like not just with the guy you're getting rid of, but with the people around him, like right, which sort of makes you the toxic one. You don't want to be that guy that cuts someone off from everyone else because it sucks when that happens to you. But you need to sort of be like, especially if there's like a fundamental difference, like on the principles. It's sort of like to your other friends, you got to be like, hey, I think this guy is like wrong at such a deep level that it's gonna like flow down, you know, like it will affect everything else, and he's just gonna be like a bad influence on all of us, like and therefore like I sort of hate to be that really needy person, but like in a way I need you, or and it's like it's a want. Well, it's not a want. I don't want to have to fucking get in the way of you and your other friends at all. But I kind of need you to not hang out with this person. I kind of need this person to fuck off because it's going to be like bad for me, and I need to like selfishly look out for myself so I can have a good life.
Yeah.
You know, and people
And
might
so,
be like,
yeah,
oh,
right.
like, you know,
It makes
but
you
like,
look like you have the problem.
yeah, and well, I'm super not like that. I mean, you can probably tell by how clumsily like I even explained the situation. I feel like a more like smooth operator would be more like canny, like they would manage to flow this conversation a lot better. And the reason I know that is because having had people like that in my life and in my friend groups and letting them be there has led to either that friend group being destroyed kind of by that person's influence or by me being ostracized. Like people don't really want to listen to you, they don't really want to hear you, what that is for me at least, those people are the kind of people to constantly gossip behind the scenes, right? And once that happens, it seems like real conversation can't happen. Like once the well is sort of poisoned, you know what I mean? Like you can even see people like resisting having their well poisoned. Like they'll come and they'll be extra nice to you to like try to hang out with you, to be like, oh, that person like told me to write you off, but I thought I'd give you a chance. Right. And that person might give you like 1 or 2 chances and it can go completely fine, but they still have that other person in the background pressuring them. And like I just mean that there's like a kind of person out there who probably doesn't even do it, or they don't even realize how. I mean, I shouldn't give them any. I shouldn't give these kinds of people any like benefit of the doubt, especially because I'm not talking about anyone in specific. But like, if they always have someone there constantly driving a point, it doesn't matter how many chances they give you, it's going to always feel like they're going to have to give you chances. This is exactly what happened to me in Justical's Discord, actually. Justical complains that he's always giving me chances. He's like, I've given you 8 or 9 chances, is literally what he said to me. And I'm like, what do you mean 8 or 9 chances? I've never been banned for any good reason. I've never had any actual accusations against me stick, like any of that. When you're giving me a chance, aren't you just giving the other person a chance to continuously complain about things that I didn't do? You know, aren't you just constantly enabling someone to avoid their own emotional feelings? Aren't you just constantly not telling that person to shut the fuck up when you probably should? You either need to go appreciate that. Like, I don't want this person around, but I'm not going to make them leave. I can withstand them being here, but apparently they can't withstand me here, and you guys can't withstand them constantly complaining about me, so you get rid of me instead. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, you're suddenly always overhyping my problems, or you're always like doing this. And part of it is like, you know what these people do is like they will pair up their bad behavior with good behavior. They will make some great jokes, they will show some performative empathy, and then they will be like, man, you know, like that other person, like they were really like a little bit too rough with that thing earlier on. And then it's like, well, the thing that they were rough with was like some harsh advice that person really needed to hear, or the thing that they were rough with was like interrupting someone who was like clearly like lying to us and using AI to pretend that they knew something that they didn't, and they were like, bro, you need to like, you know, this is like a classic Chris Blittis thing, is people would come to me and they would like tell me stories about people, and they were like, they'll be like, man, someone just really needed to tell that guy to shut the fuck up. And I was like, that's funny, because I know that you're telling me this story because in the past you've seen me tell that guy to shut the fuck up, right? That's what I mean. Like, I have that kind of personality, which comes full circle here, because these like canny, smooth operators that I usually end up having a fundamental difference with in the way that they operate, they're usually too cowardly to talk to me about it in real life, too proud to like change the way that they are, and they get triggered. This is the thing. This is the main and very, very common point, is when you name the game or call them out on it, or not even call them out on it. Naming the game kind of is calling them out on it. It's like, hey, you're just trying to get like one up to act like morally superior, you know, that will trigger people. They're like, yes, of course, Destiny is a pedophile rapist. And I'm like, okay, but like, you're not talking about that to fix it. You're talking about that to make yourself feel like a better person, which is just a fucking game, right? Like, sure. You're actually like, in a way, kind of insanely positioning yourself to then go ahead and be crazy off the back of Destiny sexually harassing women, you know? What the fuck are you doing? But when you name that for them, or when you say that that's what's happening, they will often feel personally attacked, even though all I'm doing is just describing like a bad situation that, you know, they could just move on from. And you don't even have to go that far. Sometimes you can just not play the game. You know, you can just be like, hey, I'm just going to have nuance. I'm just going to say that, like, yeah, Destiny was fucked and what he did, but like, didn't you always know he was like this when you were a fan? Or don't you think that we in our community do the same thing? And maybe there's like a little bit of back and forth and we don't need to be so far on one side. That will feel like a personal attack. I mean, it obviously sounds like a personal attack in a way, right? But people will be so upset if you don't have nuance. They're almost like happier for...
Wait, I thought Destiny was innocent.
Destiny was
That's
what?
true. I don't know. He's like innocent. I keep on seeing that, but I don't read anything about it. I don't know anything about it. It's Destiny.
Well, this is part of the problem with what I'm saying. He's definitely not innocent of everything, and he's definitely done like a lot of fucked up shit.
Oh, that's like...
Pixie and her team and that have been attacked by Destiny so hard, and like Justical as well in his community have been attacked by Destiny so hard that the way that they have pushed back has made them like stoop. Like they've gone to like levels of sort of like lying and manipulating that therefore makes them look like they're not actually, well, they kind of are. Like they are all, a lot of people on there do the exact same kind of sexual degeneracy that Destiny does, right?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like
maybe, I don't know. I haven't watched Destiny in years. I see clips of him on TikTok every once in a while. And not gonna lie, sometimes I do comment pedophile just to get a reaction out of his fans. I do be doing that.
Yeah.
And
this was what I was gonna say about having the nuance, is that when I bet you get people, like I have Destiny fans that are like super irrational. Like we watched a clip the other day of like Pisco calling Destiny out on like sharing around like porn of people he's fucked, like of himself and other people. And then, oh no, what was it? Destiny's been like doxing people, and some of his fans will say it's not happening. And you can watch a video where some guy called Esports Batman comes into the call, and he's like, Destiny, why the fuck did you dox me? Why did you do it? And Destiny's like, who am I even speaking to? Who are you? And he's just like, you know who I am. And then Mutan's like, no, like, what? Who is this? And that's like a bit of a joke because obviously they just doxed him. Of course they know who he is. They were doxing him, like, you know. Plus, this guy used to be Destiny's like legal advice for a long period of time. Like, he used to always, the guy's a lawyer, so the guy would always call up and like talk about lawyer stuff with Destiny.
Word.
So eventually the guy is like, look, I just need to know why you did it so that when I'm having conversations with people about me getting doxed like this and they ask why you did it, well, I want to know why you did it, you know? And eventually Destiny just says to the guy, well, like, yeah, like, it was because you're an injustical server. Like, you and everyone in there are like fucking terrorists who are just like complete losers. And you deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. And the guy's like, all right, thanks, bye, and leaves. And then I'm in the comment section, and people are like telling me like Destiny didn't even dox, and I'm like, dude, we just watched a video. They're like, show me evidence, show me any evidence of Destiny doxing, right? Because I'm like just like teasing and trolling and roasting people. Plus, like, I genuinely think that this is like a thing that shouldn't happen. Like, I think it's incredibly petty. I don't think doxing is like the worst thing to do, but even within that, if it was a worse thing to do, it might be like more righteous and more honorable. Instead, it's just like some pathetic attempt to like make people feel scared or whatever, you know.
Sure.
But his chatters will literally tell me like, Destiny didn't do it, and like prove it, and I'm like, dude, we're commenting under a video of him talking about doing it. Like, we're literally commenting under a video where he explains his motive, why he did it. Like, bruh, come on.
Okay.
And at that point, I don't know if I'm just like being trolled by someone, right? Like, but genuinely, I think it's not. But anyway, like, I think a lot of people would rather, they love it that guys like that exist, because it lets them be like, look at the people on the other side, they're totally fucked. Our side's way better. But again, that's like a game of like picking sides. I'm on the morally good side. So I am morally good. Whereas, like, with morality, you need to be thinking, like, this is like a guiding force that we try to follow that is always going to be difficult to follow. On top of that, no one is really, I hate to be, like, fucking a Buddhist or some shit, but no one's really better than anyone else. So when you're like, I'm the good one and they're the bad one, you're again just playing, like, a moral superiority game. You have to understand that you are completely capable of, like, that bullshit. And inevitably, when you stop doing that, you inevitably allow for it. Inevitably, it always happens. Like, the communities that are against Destiny are just like filled with like absolute filth, which they totally allow. They should be farmed. If they want to farm, they should be farmed, dude. And I mean, they do. Honestly, Destiny's community is so much bigger, so much more aggressive, making so much more fun of those people. Absolutely, like fucking, like roasting them, which makes Justical a grifter, right? He's just grifting tens of thousands of dollars off his fans who are like wrongfully thinking that they are like morally superior, like just absolute clownish idiots. Yeah, which is sad. Like, and again, I don't think of them as better or worse than any other people, so I'm totally fine being in there and being friends with them and stuff. But some of those people who really are my friends, it's like I maybe have to say to them, like, some of the people that you consider friends that aren't my friends, like, are fundamentally clowns. Like, you guys should not hang out with those people. Instead, they've pulled that shit back on me, you know, which has genuinely fucked me over. So,
we're talking about the JSTOR community?
Yeah, JSTOR community fucked me over, bro. Terribly.
Damn.
Yeah, and like then since like leaving there and stuff, it's just been like a constant battle with like everyone I talk to, where like I'm like, yeah, like, you know, I'm from the JSTOR community, but I'm like trying to find other people to talk to, and everyone's like, man, that guy is like, that JSTOR guy, it worries me how fucking crazily unhinged he is. And it's like, I don't want to talk
I feel
about
like
that.
I'm not gonna lie,
but
like I watch
if
clips
it-
of this J Stock guy, and he seems pretty calm. I genuinely only watch like maybe one clip a week, ever.
It's
Seems
it's
like a
all
chill
the snarking. It's all the A-logging and snarking, and like people like talk about the doxing and stuff. And he's like, "Oh, I don't dox," but it's like,
Do
kind of
people
a lie,
dox in
you
the
know?
community?
Yeah. I got doxed in his community, and I sort of let it go because, like I said, I don't think it's like that bad of a thing to happen. You shouldn't let it intimidate you. You shouldn't like judge people as being like too insane for doing it, because like often those people just have like nothing left. You know. It's like Jacob and Zoe, who like they used to like fuck with Destiny. Zoe actually did fuck Destiny, and Jacob used to be like one of the boys. They're like pretty prolific doxers. But they've been doxed before, right? And they've like ran away from it, and then they don't think it's like thing. Well, and Justicle's like totally fine with that happening, This girly Rhea, she like doxed me. She got people to like look up she tried to look up like my criminal record, but I don't have one. She like did all this fucked up shit, and Justicle just like let her back into the community. Another guy called Lee doxed a girl who he was like dating in there, and there's all this like sex dating community which goes there, which when people ask me, and people like I said, when I leave the community and I'm out of that bubble, because before I was just not so interested in being in all of those bubbles. Like I was really happy just like chilling in the Justical community. People came in, I would be like, hey, like welcome to the community. I would always say to people like, what brought you here? How's it going? And then I would always watch these people get like taken advantage of by core members of the community who were like degens. And it was pretty frustrating. And those degens obviously never liked it that I wouldn't play that game, blah, blah, blah. There's all this fucking gay dynamics, which I can go into. But like, eventually, where was I going with this?
I don't know. I'm not like a expert.
Oh, you're
It
asking
doesn't
about
seem
dogs?
like
Yeah.
community.
What's that?
Because I feel like these are like one-off instances. Like the Sencha and Lee thing. That feels like a one-off thing.
Yeah, but
Like, that just feels.
no, because like it happened to me as well, right? Like my Rhea doxed me, Lee doxed Sencha.
But also, it's like girl drama. It's like girl guy drama though. It's like relationship drama stuff. Like a relationship crumbling apart. It's not like a one community member with a vendetta or like a organized vendetta against another. Like I don't know. Like that's
Wait,
my
but
mind.
like this is sort of the accusations against Destiny though, is like, oh, like you fuck a lot of women and blah blah blah, and that's allowed back in, or like, no, we don't, like we're not okay with this, or we're not okay with that. Well, actually, you're like super forgiving of that, but on other times you're like incredibly judgmental of other things, but it's also like roughly acknowledged that it's all just games and not true and not very silly. But then a lot of chatters will take it very silly, and often because there's no guardrails, it will just go as far as possible. So it will become, easily like just as bad as all of the other stuff that's like going on, which is like pretty fucked up, right? Like you end up wanting to pick a team, right? You end up wanting to be on one side or the other. You end up being like dogpiled or gangbanged almost indefinitely with like no guardrails.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong?
I guess not. I'm not the expert. Don't ask me, dude. I don't know shit about that community. I just troll
Right.
around like a fucking retard. Like I'm banned, but they might have a good point. Maybe I should be banned. I'm a bad egg. Maybe I should be set to get more. I don't know. I can't say what happened to you as a first, so I don't know.
A little bit of self-awareness.
And I feel like Lee got banned, right? He got banned immediately. He got sent to the Nether.
Yeah, but then he got unbanned and like invited to come back in, and it was even.
I thought he still.
Yeah, and it was like the same with Rhea. Like Rhea got unbanned and invited back multiple times. Even after, and even when she was there, she would do like crazy racist stuff. She would do, I don't know, like all kinds of bullshit. And it's just like, yeah, but like people like you, and like, you know, like she was fucking a bunch of dudes in the community, or fucking a bunch of dudes in the community, so she had this like certain level of influence and pull.
Right.
So it's just like, but I mean, it's not like it's like a secret thing. Like, as long as you can get the crowd to appeal to just school, and you know, or affect his wallet, then you're all good, right?
Hey man, I don't know. I gave 3 subs and I'm not unbanned. I gave 3 Twitch subs. What the heck?
But the crowd hates
Wait,
you like so much more than that. That's like
I don't believe it. I
That's
genuinely
like-
believe no one cares about me on that server. There's no way. There's... But then again, I read that Dung Devil. That shit made me laugh so
yeah.
hard. I had it screenshot. I showed what's his name.
Like
Neo
everyone
Site.
listens to Dung Devil though, right? When Dung Devil speaks, like often people will not know what to think on an issue, and they'll be like, "What does Dung Devil think?" Right?
Well,
And
what is he,
Dung
like,
Devil
retarded?
thinks.
What is his, like, why does he think I'm like reporting people? Like, obviously because he heard other people say I'm reporting people. So what is he, like, retarded?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
he
Well,
just
when,
like a
yeah,
fucking-
when you say that like no one cares about you, you're dead wrong. Back when Kiwi Farms was like aggressively coming in and like not even, I don't even want to blame Kiwi Farms, but there was like this massive bout of reporting that happened like 6 or 7 months ago, and they just blamed it all on you. And I was like, there's no way one person can do all this. Like, but then again, like I'm sure we have like some level of influence on it, evidence of you like doing like bad things. But
Well, yeah, well, one, because
yeah.
I admit, like, anytime I've reported someone, like, I reported Post, sue me. I reported that BB guy, and I reported Dung Devil. That's 3 people in a year. What? Okay. I don't even,
Yeah, I
like,
ended up
Neorak
having
got
to.
banned.
My
Neorak's
point was going to be though,
attempt-
like I ended up having arguments with people, and this is like the problem. This is exactly what I was saying earlier about people not having nuance, not having like free thinking thoughts, and just being like influenced by thought leaders, and also enjoying doing that because they're like, yeah, now I'm like in the crew or whatever. But what happened basically was that they would just blame everything on you. And they would
What
even
about
tell
Callum?
everyone
I joined the
else.
server and I saw Callum.
Wait,
out
let me
there.
finish. Let me
Pretty
finish.
terrible.
Like I said, like other new people that would join wouldn't know what's going on, and then they would blame it on you, and then I would have to say, hey, you're doing that person a massive disservice by saying it was semantics, because now they don't realize that they're not just getting attacked by semantics, that this community is actually hated by like many other communities. You know, but you don't want to admit that. You want to seem like we're righteous and moral and good and everyone loves us and blah blah blah. But no, fucked up shit happens here. People hate us for reasons which might be right, might be wrong, but a lot of people feel like it's a good reason to come and hate this community. But you don't want to tell people like that, just in case those people also agree, or those people want to be nuanced, or whatever. They just want to. So you, semantics, are like widely hated in that community as a completely
I don't
unhinged maniac.
I
Don't
feel like
fucking ever
people
tell
that
yourself
don't
you're
like me
not.
just don't know me. They haven't gotten to know me. That's it. That's what I think. Genuinely. Once they get to know me, they'll like me. I just have to keep trying.
Because you're a good guy, yeah. I'm a
good
great guy. I'm a great guy
I am,
too,
dude.
bro.
There's a reason why
Yeah,
any person I've ever talked to on the server, like on a conversation, likes me, or doesn't remember me, because it was either not memorable or I was polite and nice. I'm a sweet guy.
I was so incredibly polite. Yeah.
That's all people want. Is
I mean, well,
politeness.
there's just not going to be nuance, and often when you say these people get to know me, they could be given like every opportunity to get to know you, and it won't work. So like, you know, that it's just the way of the world. You just gotta. It's just you versus the world, buddy. You know.
You wait. 2026 is going to be my year. I'm going to turn my reputation around on the JStalk server.
On JStalk server.
Is it just me? I don't follow his streams that closely, but it looks like, is he getting less and less views? Am I like retarded? Because I feel like every time I check his stream, he has like less views than the last time I checked his stream. Is he not growing?
Yeah, no, he's definitely fallen off a lot. I'm not really sure. I asked him about it when we were still like hanging out, and he said that you know, it's just the like kind of like the economics of it, like everyone's falling off and stuff. But
that's probably true.
I mean, that's
No,
his
probably true,
reasoning. I
actually.
don't really know.
I bet if you look, because I don't look at any other streams. Like the only streams I watch is well, actually, I've never watched JSOG. I always check. I'll click on the stream and I'll look at the view count, and I'll do the same for you. But I don't. But I bet if I looked at other streamers, they're not that popular either.
Yeah,
Like I remember
like,
Irrelevant was
he's
talking about, like,
still
not-
he's still really big. What you want to do is you want to manage some girls' OnlyFans. You want to be on Instagram. You want to be on TikTok. You want to be on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. You know, you want to be on all of them. And that's
you
the
know
way to
who
go.
who's that the lady that got sued by the Muslim girl that got sued by H2H3? I ordered not. Yeah, like there was a clip of her where she was complaining about like not making enough money recently. I saw that on like Last Minute Fails. I wonder what
Yeah,
her
it
view
did.
count is compared to J-Stocks. I genuinely
had-
thought of that.
On her stream, her donation goal or whatever was like it was like or like her required subs was like 2,000. Like she wanted 2,000 subs for the month, and she had like 130. And I was
Ooh.
like, which is like
What's
probably
J-
one dude gifting. What's J-Stalks? A
Yeah.
lot more than that.
Is it really? I haven't. Is he more
Yeah.
popular than Frogan?
J-Stalk made one of his, so he still gets like 5,000 views on his VODs. So like there might be like 500 people watching, and then that's
Yeah, no.
probably more like 2,000 people coming and going throughout the night, and then like another like 2,000, 3,000 people watch it the next day.
God bless, dude.
Yeah. So he's killing it, and then there's a lot of people that just watch Ryle's channel on YouTube and they'd never watch Kick.
Who's
So yeah,
Ryle's?
J-Stalk is still like probably one of the biggest streamers on Kick, who was like in the just chatting section.
Dude, I had no idea.
Yeah, he's actually massive. I mean, all the like he's probably bigger than like fucking Nicholas Diorio or whatever. I don't know. I don't follow Nick, but I'm like the whole commentary community kind of fell off. So like, you know, like Queeman and other people who have been in the game longer than him, like Chud Logic and stuff. They're probably all kind of pissed off that Justical spawned and stole like 10% of DGG, you know, and that's like a half-assed job.
What do you
streaming.
attribute his success to? Is it just the proximity to GGG when everything? Like, I guess he was like the main
Yeah.
person I was checking out when Destiny
So,
first got accused. I was
At
looking
first, he had
his-
like no talent, so he came in and he looked at all the DGG conductors, and he stole little parts of what they were doing. Like he stole some of my stream overlay. Like he literally copied my overlay. So like, I'm not. I never like kick up a big fuss about it, but like it's just you can see the method of like what he did to try to succeed. He's doing whatever he can. On top of that, though, he does like pre-plan his streams a little bit. Like he will spend like 30-40 minutes like looking through the internet and being like, what's leading on Twitter, what are the current events, boom, 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 boom. But most of all, he immediately had Destiny's YouTube editor helping him edit. He immediately had Destiny's main coding engineer guy, Cake, helping him set up and pull that crew. He immediately had Kelly Jean on to be a personality, so he didn't even need his own personality. He then primarily focused his stream around having guests on, so that's like what Wick does. You know how Wick is just like dog shit, but it's about who Wick has on. So he just constantly has people on through Wick. He is.
I've never watched Wick before. I just know
He's
he wears a hoodie.
effectively right, and well, yeah, like and he just copied like a lot of Destiny's debate tactics. He's like very good at debating, but it's not really just about debating. It's about controlling people. So he was able to constantly make Kelly or Lav or whoever spin the fuck out, right? Like he would just abuse women on stream, basically. And that was an incredibly profitable and reliable method for his entire first year of streaming. And the Discord was also like incredibly fruitful. Like it was immediately very clicky. Ever since the beginning of the Discord, there was obviously like that weird sexual thing going on. People used to joke about it being a little bit like Epstein's Island.
That's cool.
But because they were still close to Destiny. That's the funny thing. Like Destiny gets outed as like a sexual pervert, but back when Destiny and Justical were just friends, that wasn't like an unknown thing. We all fucking knew that Destiny was like that. So the joke was that Justical's server was Destiny's, because Destiny's Discord is so massive that a lot of stuff goes on there that has nothing to do with Destiny or DGG. So Justical's Discord sort of became like almost like the proxy where Destiny could come hang out or whatever, or like women would come hang out. And so we would just joke that like Wolfgang was this goofy dude who was always on stream. Like I said, Justical always had co-host. So we always had Kelly and Wolfgang. So Wolfgang was like lovable and soft and blah blah blah. But Wolfgang would always talk about like sexual topics. And then so the joke would be that Wolfgang is like luring in women. And then Justical is feeding those women back to Destiny, who is like the pedophile, and then and then Justical is like Epstein, who was like the middleman, you know. And that kind of made sense because it was like, oh, Destiny is feeding you all this community, all of Destiny's connections, and now suddenly your connections, you know, so on and so forth. I'm not saying it wasn't hard work, but he had all these nets. Like the hard work, a lot of the hard work was done for him. A lot of the luck was removed. A lot of the he didn't have Justical never had to be like exceptional in any way. It was sort of like given to him, and also like it is hard work to you know grow the stream and be there every day and make sure it's consistent and blah 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 blah. But there were times, and there are a lot of times where he will have dead air, where he will not stream, or he will not have good content, or he will, instead of entertaining us, just like send emails or like do his own stuff and blah blah blah. And that is because he has followed the Destiny model of already having this like tight-knit community of you know, like attacking the chatters, like when that shit happens, when they like call it out. Like you could see it when Cherry was on a lot, like him breaking up with Cherry. He would turn around to chat, and chat would like complain, and he would be like, yeah, if you don't like it, like you can leave, but you notice you're all here like to like view my personal life, like meltdown and blah blah blah. And it's like, sure, but like, shouldn't you, as someone who is getting paid a fuckload of money to be here, care about actually providing us with some sort of attention and content and like this or that? Yeah, so
I guess, yeah.
My point was just being that like like when you say like how did he do it or how did he make it, it's like, well, like he just didn't have, there was almost like no opportunity to fail for him. He like, you don't want to underestimate how motivating it is to just be given large swaths of cash. Like there were single individuals just dropping thousands of dollars on his stream to begin with. So like, yeah, any kind of setback or whatever was just totally mitigated for. Like, yeah. It's pretty fucking wild.
Yeah, I respect the hustle. I respect any content creator doing God's work. I don't know. It's not my interest. I
Yeah.
don't really care about like drama slobs.
But this undermines that, you know, like a lot of it undermines it.
Hey man, I mean, I feel like yeah, sure. I mean, assuming everything you said is correct, then yeah, he had a great opportunity, and he capitalized on it. He didn't have to do the heavy lifting. Community was there already, all the people, all the connections, everything was there. Okay, cool. I could still imagine 10,000 people that would fuck that shit up and fucking be a nobody and not carry on with whatever amount of views he has right now. It's still like you could fuck up your shit easy, but he hasn't. At least not.
Yeah, I feel like there's like a natural, like, yeah, sure, there's 10,000 people who would fuck it up, but I think there's a lot of people out there with like, they're not exceptional, they have no talent, but they're just like socially, like there's a level of social manipulation. For one, he learned a lot of social manipulation off Destiny, but for two, there's just a lot of people who are like, what they'll say, right, like people have been saying this about me and they've been saying it about other people, is like, oh, that guy was just an idiot to not realize that he wasn't fitting in and he should have just left before they all hated him. Now that is just a self-fulfilling prophecy, and there's a lot of people who are just totally on board with all of these bizarre, ludicrous bullshit, like self-fulfilling prophecies or whatever. Because like about that same situation where you're like, oh, he just didn't have the social awareness to do that. It's a little bit like common sense or this or that. It's like you don't have to fold to like that social awareness or this or whatever. Like you can just inevitably like give people a chance to be better. Like, oh, he didn't have the social awareness to realize that no one here has any kind of backbone. He didn't have the social awareness to think he was part of my cult. Or they'll never say that, right? But they'll say he just didn't have the social awareness to realize that everyone here thought in the same way, and therefore that way is correct. But like, it's not fucking correct. I don't know. Does that make sense?
A little bit.
The main feeling you should be getting here is like how much opportunity for like degeneracy happens. Like these are just obviously fucked up situations, and the way that you say that like a lot of people could, you know, fail at becoming like a big streamer. Well, you just have Justical. It's easier than you would think for him to be manipulative, and he's just immediately getting an undue amount of money and attention and, you know, sex. So,
you know what's crazy? I don't know. I mean, I had a friend, this cute girl I used to talk to and crush on, and she wanted to like make it as a streamer, but she wasn't consistent or whatever, so that never worked out. But her brother started doing Minecraft videos for like the target audience has to be between like 10 and 12.
Oh,
Like it's like these
yeah.
goofy Minecraft videos, and he's huge now. He has like he and his friends all have like million sub YouTube channels, and if they post a video within 24 hours, it's like at 500,000 views. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then must be, I just imagine like with that audience, like the ads revenue must be crazy. I would assume like the younger audience has like, if your audience is
Yeah.
like, it's really goofy like kid type Minecraft videos that are like not meant for someone over the age of 18 or like 13.
Yeah,
And he is
I mean, so there's probably like a threshold. Like that guy probably isn't like a complete drooling retard, but
he's a cool guy.
I don't think it makes him smart or more capable. Basically, he got in early, right? Which is like a kind of luck.
No, he started doing this 2 years ago. Not even. I think he started doing it
Oh,
2 years
yeah.
ago. He blew up like last year. He's only just started doing
shit.
this. It's crazy to me.
Real fuck. I knew a girl
That's
who
fucking nuts.
used to do that like 4 or 5 years ago, but she was more into running her own little Minecraft server, like where she would play with people, and she didn't make the content enough, but like it blew up still. But there's a guy in my hometown. Do you know what Grow a Garden is?
Yeah. On Roblox?
Yeah, the guy who made that lives up the road from me.
Dude, that's fucking gangster.
Yeah, so
That's
he, if you guys in chat don't know, like Grow a Garden is the biggest Roblox game ever, which like gave Roblox like 30 or 40% of its revenue back in like 2018 or something. And but yeah, the guy who lives up the road from me still owns half of Grow a Garden, and Grow a Garden like boosted Roblox. When I say it's worth like 30 or 40% of Roblox, you can basically look at that as like Roblox was like doing okay, and then one guy made a game, and then that game pulled in fuckloads of revenue and made Roblox what it is today, like way, way bigger. So that dude who lives down the road from me must have hundreds of millions of dollars. But like in New Zealand, like you don't see people with like supercars, you don't really see people who live in like crazy mansions. So he just lives in like a $3 million, $4 million house like up the road, which isn't anything special. Like you probably look at that as like 1.5 million American. You just like halve it.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Oh no, I don't know anyone that does like Roblox development. I play a lot of Roblox, but I don't know anyone that like in that field.
Dude, that guy didn't even really like know how to code or develop anything. He made it in 3 days, and he got like
It is very
1,000
simple,
viewers,
yeah.
and then yeah, and then like the people who bought it off him were like, "Well, this is making so much money," so then they develop it more. Like, kind of the point here is that like being lucky is like way more reliable than hard work.
Luck is way more reliable. It's funny.
Yeah, that's funny. But it's like you can't go wrong, bro. You can't go wrong with a little bit of luck. Like,
right.
Fuck. It's disgusting. I just unlocked a totally secret book in this game that should unlock a whole lot of stuff for me. It's pretty sick.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, it'll take a bit of reading though, so I'm not gonna bore you by reading this out.
I was talking to this fucking guy last night on some Discord server, and he sounded really cute. And I asked him if he was gay, but he said he wasn't. But he also said that he was wearing a skirt and like a fucking crop top, and he was. And I was like, holy shit, dude. So what the fuck, dude? What do you make of that? He showed me he was wearing a skirt and a crop top, and when he says he's not gay, I mean that doesn't make you gay, obviously, right? But like at the same time, like how many fucking super straight guys are sitting in their bedroom in a skirt and a crop top?
Yeah, no, that definitely makes you gay. Like, what was he role playing? Like the ancient Roman legion as like a joke? I don't know. Like, was he?
My God.
Definitely gay. Definitely gay. Who was that dude who's dating Turkey Tom's ex? You know, like maybe he was just trying to
The guy dating Turkey Tom's ex. I don't know.
Like I don't know, some blonde dude, and he started wearing like makeup on stream, but it wasn't just like a bit of makeup. It was literally like the blush like across the nose, so it looks like he's like a shy anime girl with then like the mascara with wings, and his hair was all puffy. So he was wearing like "come and fuck me" makeup.
Yeah.
So it was way beyond.
Word.
But you gotta like that guy used to like do trans jokes and be like really anti-gay and be really like an edgy sort of conservative retard. So like if someone was a fan of his, they might be like, "Oh, I'm not gay," because but I'm just like following my creator. Then again, like they could just be a fan of his because he went. Obviously, it's weird. I don't know. The guy's girlfriend got him to do it. So like that is inherently straight, but there's no way that you're gonna dress like that and not really open yourself up to like having a wank over a dude eventually, right? Like I mean, he probably has a wank over him. He probably gets the autogynephilia. Like if you're straight and you're dressing like a girl who's attractive to you that you want to fuck, then you're just wanking over yourself, like, which is gay. I keep forgetting what page I'm on because I'm not like I'm trying to talk and pay attention to. So that dude, like 10 people followed me on YouTube just now, and none of them typed in chat. None of them like did anything. Blah blah blah. But they were like commentary community people. Like one of them was called Hick Fury and stuff. So like, I don't know if that was like a bug where all of the alerts came through, but these people followed me ages ago.
Yeah.
But I messaged one of them and he just hasn't replied, which is then just like further implying that like, yeah, he is hiding from me what he's doing, right? These people are so like or like these people. I don't know. A lot of these like young commentary people, they like to act like they like to like do little schemes and shit. Be like, I'm a master troll, but they're usually like below average competency, and they fumble so hard.
Have you talked to Sencha lately?
Nah, how do I fucking talk to her, bro? What's the
I don't
trick?
know. I haven't talked to
What the fuck? I never knew I could just press R to like pull up a thing. That's crazy.
My brain has got too much rape in it, I think.
Oh, Jesus.
Did you just play a Chud Logic clip?
Yeah. Who's Karst?
Like,
Who's that guy?
Is that an alert or is that?
No,
Karst is are you gay, by the way? What, do you sometimes want to fuck dudes?
Oh.
Because Karst has similar conversations to me about like e-boys and stuff. But I think he is like I think he does want to occasionally fuck these boys.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not gay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sometimes I'm wondering, like, I don't know, it's just like, nah, I don't know, I'm not even gonna engage. Just been having quite a few sexual conversations with men lately, and I'm straight, but like, I don't care about the conversation, so it's like, I don't know, like, should I be drawing a line?
There is this like super cute Asian guy I follow on TikTok, and I comment on all his videos, and he fucking replies to me every time, and I'm like obsessed with him.
But no homo.
He's obviously just like engagement farming me, which is fine. I'll take it, dude. I'll take the engagement farm.
Right. He's just engaged, but it gives you like a little bit of social, a little social wee that you need.
So I'm happy anytime he replies to me.
What was that, sorry?
I said I just think he's so cute, so I'm just happy he replies to me.
Right. I actually have like an idea for this game. 1, 2. There's gates. 1, 2. So there's lock codes in this game.
Yeah.
And there's gates. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And every lock code is a date. And then the date rhymes with gate, and a lot of this I just know from like all the other lock codes have all been dates, and I've only got 1 or 2 left to unlock. 1, 2, 3, but there's 8 gates, which makes me think that the date I'm looking for is probably, what is it, August? August is the 8th month? No, it's not, is it? Wait, it is, right? You would think it would be October, but 12, 11, 10. Yeah, it is.
You didn't like that black guy I sent dancing with the White Boy of the Year shirt?
It was just so gay, bro. It was just incredibly gay.
That was pretty cool. I thought it was a cool dance. I thought it was a cool song. I just send that shit for Lakota.
Should try hanging out with Lakota more.
He's cool. I haven't talked to him much. I met Lakota on the Anything Else podcast server. Super cool guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Dated a friend of mine, but she ended up calling him the N-word.
What the fuck?
Boom! I just brute forced that lock. Hell yeah. That's fucking funny. I literally
Charlie
spent
Kirk
so
die?
long trying to figure that out. What was that, sorry?
When did Charlie Kirk get killed? October? I feel like it was recent, but it's actually not. It's like 2 months ago.
It was ages ago.
Yeah. Fucking Charlie Kirk. Oh yeah, I remember talking to Neorak about it. That's why I was like thinking like, did I talk to anyone about it? And I did.
Yeah,
I
what do you think of
messaged Neorak.
Neorak? He's a bit of a. He was apparently dating Rhea or something at the same time that I was.
Well, he denies that.
But then
He said they were
she
just
didn't.
sexting.
Yeah. I guess they both sort of deny it. Although she said that she had a boyfriend, but she was obviously lying. But essentially, like
Well,
Neorak's.
be true if people deny it.
Basically, Neorak made that whole thing like a lot harder than it had to be, you know, just for his own benefit because he was like a little bit embarrassed. So it's like,
What's embarrassing about dating Rhea? You know,
well,
it's basically like a club.
like when you say like, oh, nothing happened, we just fucked her, but realistically, he just spent like months still in her DMs, constantly trying to help her out, helping her do all this fucked up shit. Meanwhile, he was in my DMs and hanging out and like doing all of this like, you know, shenanigans. It's like you went to so
Yeah.
much effort to like do bad things for your own personal gain. Like,
Well, what bad things did he do?
well, like he obviously knew that she was like intentionally fucking with me and fucking my life up and doing like awful things to like another person. Which it's not like I super hold him against it. I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Now I don't know. I don't know what to think of him. Like, you know, it's like
I have
weird.
no opinion of Neorak. I don't know
Like,
him that well.
on one level, he was like one of the few people which was nice for me to talk to at that time because he would just talk about other things. But then I later on realized that he's like only having these normal conversations with me because he's like feeding it back to her. And it's like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
And like Richard is like that too. Richard would like go lie to everyone, and then he would like message me, and he'd be like, "Oh man, it's a real shame that you're being like socially outcast for you know something that isn't really your fault," and like blah blah blah. And I'm like, man, you're like the only person to really say that. So, like, pretty validating thing, Richard. And then you know it's just like he's behind the scenes. He's like actively telling Rhea that I am like doing all this awful shit behind the scenes, which is all lies. Like. Yeah. Not that it matters. Like she, even if you can prove those things were lies, she will still listen to him and pretend like I still did it and blah blah blah, because it all just was like a validation-seeking thing for her.
Right.
Basically, yeah. Like she tried to she dated me and I broke up with her, and she just could not deal with the fact that she got dumped, which was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any opinion on Neorak.
Okay.
Although no, I do have an opinion. I think he totally embarrassed himself one time because he's so mean sometimes in chat. And then he got into VC. He was arguing with someone, and then he joined VC, and that guy just lambasted him and fucking humiliated him in front of an entire coliseum of spectators. And Neorak just
Holy.
fucking fumbled, and he couldn't even raise his voice, and that was weak-willed. Dude.
Holy.
I'm just being.
Okay,
I'm
that's
being
the kind of story I hear a lot, is that he's very mean.
I'm being hyperbolic. That's like a joke, but like at the same time, it's not a joke. He was like in an argument with someone, and then he joined VC to argue, and then he like completely floundered. I don't know. Like in chat, he was very mean, but in VC, he was very not mean. And that's not cool, dude.
Yeah.
You can't be mean. In
Yeah, I
chat.
mean, being mean. I mean, like, yeah, like, what if you're talking to some, like, autistic nerd who's just trying hard to do, like, comp sci, and then you're just, like, really mean to them for no reason? Oh, fuck.
Besides that, he's always been kind of chill. I don't know. I DM'd him a couple times and asked him about some things, and he seemed pretty receptive and okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Well, like I said earlier that, like, I've had all these totally fine experiences with him. But then, like,
Yeah.
it's not like any of my experiences were bad, but then after I've been totally fucked over, I find out that this guy could have helped put an end to all of that months ago, and he didn't, and he played it up, and he helped like play into her delusions, and then eventually Rhea fucks over Neorak, and then he's like, "Where poor me," and it's like, bro, like you literally just spent months like fucking me over. Like I'm not. Just to be clear, like I don't know, I'm not. Not like I bring this up to people or anything.
Sure.
But you know, he's real. A lot of people just think he's like really mean to people and like really awful, and then he did that to me, which is like that's not just mean, that's like next level fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, a lot of like, you know, I'm always just like talking about myself and how much I've been fucked over.
Sure. I don't know.
I mean, it's just not
couldn't,
cool. It's just not like a cool thing for me to
I
do.
might have been like that when I was constantly involved in online drama, but I don't know. I can't remember.
It's not like that I'm involved in it. It's just that like whenever it like encompasses all conversations about that space, like it's like any conversation about like these people being like normal or acting in a way which is like understandable, it's like from my perspective it's like, oh no, that's not actually how those people are. That's not like think about how extreme that whole thing that I just said about Neorak was. Like he literally spent hours and hours and hours and months of his time fucking with me. It's not like I'm his boyfriend or his family or anything. It's not like Rhea was anything like that. But he spent so much time. And it wasn't like some attempt to find to convince me to like be a better person, or there was no like depth to it. It was just some dude who was like doing Rhea's bidding, or at least what he thought she wanted. Very weird shit. And she used to message him. What was that?
So maybe he was in love with her. Who knows?
Well, yeah, like obviously he was, right?
Huh?
Dude, part of his like bullshit. After we found out, like before him and her stopped talking, but in between the time that so we all found out that the two of them were sending like hundreds of thousands of messages, and then it took like a few weeks for her to finally come out and deny all of that, and then for her to cut him off. He messaged me saying that he has no idea why she cut him off, which obviously he does. If like, you know, they both publicly were like having a dispute where she was obviously lying, he would know it's about that. Like that's an obvious big change in your relationship. Like, but in my DMs, he tries to like morally grandstand, but like in a underhanded way where he's like pretending like, oh yeah, like I get why like you would have these kinds of problems and like you just gotta let her go and blah blah blah. And I'm like, you're like playing into like the gay fucking drama that like she is still to this day. You were doing this, and like so are other people that like Crispy's in love with her and Crispy's obsessed with her. And it's like, yeah, well I am obsessed with her, but I'm not in love with her. I'm interested to see if she can like turn around and be like a better person. Like all of the cards seem to be in my favor. Partly because I have nothing else to do, right? Like, I don't have any friends, I don't have anyone to talk to, she is constantly paying attention to me, she's obsessed with me, so it's hard for me to detach.
Dude,
I was
feel like
already...
if I had anyone trying to hurt me as much as Rhea, I would never want to talk or hear about them. Like, if I was in your position, I would never want to even, Like just the thought, like just someone mentioning their name, I would not want to talk to that person. Like
The
I'd
amount of
want
pain and
to
damage that Rhea has caused me does not compare to a bunch of other people in my life. So, like, I don't know how to put it into better perspective, but Rhea was so incapable of causing me heartbreak and pain compared to many, many other people. Okay? So when I tell you now, I'm not in love with her, it's annoying that Neorak thinks I am, it's annoying that Neorak is trying to fuck me over. When I tell you, I felt like I had all of the cards in my hands where the truth was on my side. People were eventually going to come around. I knew a lot about her. I knew a lot how she operated. I wanted to reach out to her to like try to help her out and make all of this. Even though she was doing bad things, I still believe in her capacity for growth. When I say all of that, and then you say, well, she's trying to hurt me, I can't believe that happened. I'm just like, okay, but like it doesn't matter like if someone is childishly trying to hurt you. You know, when you have your own children, they're probably going to one day turn around and be like, I don't like daddy, I hate daddy. You know, how are you going to deal with that if you can't fucking deal with some random evil?
Like, even like,
yeah, I know, but that would be a magnitude more impactful than my shit with Rhea, right?
I guess.
I think
I hope
it's
so.
yeah, like even if you have never been in my situation, when I say, well, this woman is stalking me through JStalk server, I have okay, not only do I have no friends, every single person I interact with, which is JStalk server, which is like 100% of my input, they are all totally on board with making sure that I keep interacting with her, right? They will pay me money to do it. They will pay justical money to do it. They will operate from top to bottom trying to get me to do it. On top of that, I am personally somewhat able to tap into something to be like, this is worth doing. Right? How hard is that to understand? I know that people like to be contrarian and they like to have like a straightforward thing to say, whereas like, I would never do that. That seems bad. And it's like, okay, Mr. has a perfect life and does everything good for himself. Like, it's not just you. It's like I hear this constantly from everyone. Literally no one seems to be able to fucking comprehend this. I'm gonna go take a piss.
Word.
Yeah. What I would love, Semantics, is for you to take on board everything I just told you and see if you can go convince other people of what I'm trying to convince you now, and then maybe you'll get an idea of how fucking fucked up it is.
Dude, I wouldn't even dare. Anyone that I wouldn't agree with me, I'd write off. I can't even think of the last time I tried to convince someone of something. Yeah. If someone doesn't believe me, I'll just be like, dang, man, that's lame. I guess, well, actually, no, because I did try to convince the JStalk mod team I'm not reporting people. That's it. I did try to do that. And they did not believe me. It's lame, dude. And it only further proves my point that trying to convince people of anything ever is a waste of time. It's crazy work. Yeah, I wonder if he left me unmuted on his stream. I can't even check his stream. What the fuck? Who are these people in chat? Marmaduke? Marmadude? Dude, Marmadude is a funny name. I read that as Marmaduke. I haven't seen I've seen Marmaduke when I was way young. Marmaduke? Holy shit, dude. That's so funny. Marmaduke, but it's Marmadude. I'm fried as fuck. That's so funny. Marmaduke. What is this? Is this stupid? Fuck.
JC, please do a stream. How does Betterment?
Hey. Welcome back, he says. Dude, holy fucking gangster. Louis V. Sandals.